just about now. And, well, here we go. The first we have a look at is Grey. That is right now King Proxia, and as we see, the map is Arena. So, as civilizations, King Proxia is Spanish, his teammate Dynamutter is Teuton and Rafex Mayan, and against them is Santeria Spanish, Kuran Persians, and Sanin Mayan. So the difference is Persians and Teutons right there. So let's see who actually picked the correct civilizations there. So looking at the base of Grey, you can see that he has the boar right inside. Yeah, he was just scouting there at the back where there's nothing. Another boar right there as well. The gold, yeah, it's kind of okay. It's being cut off by the wood there, so it's not to be gathered from all the sides, but still it has enough room there for all the willies. Another gold is quite safe as well. A good position, and well, stone is kind of okay, even though it's near the wall, so it might be a bit difficult if he finds himself under pressure from, for example, Santeria right there. Between him and his blue teammate is another gold and a hunt that is outside the gates. I didn't see the hunt for this guy, only the boars. That's probably his, I would think. And also we can see two relics there, right outside his base, between him and Santeria. So that's something to think about for them. Moving on to another one, that's blue, Rafex, as a pocket for a red team. He also sees the boar right inside, useless gate at the back, with nothing interesting in it. Gold, one hugging right the wall, but another right outside the walls. It's not really far away, and if a castle is placed kinda reasonably, it can actually cover both quite nicely. Anyway, stone very nice, safe inside his base, and the gold, yeah, that's kinda okay. Another bar inside his base as well, so he's pretty much fine. And he has his hand outside the boss, so does he actually see it? Let's switch into Rafex. Hey Optilaser, hope you enjoyed today's streaming. And yeah, he's not aware yet, but I think he will be soon enough. He goes there with his eagle, but so far it seems like he's much more interested in scouting offensively and finding out his enemies. Yeah, right now discovering the yellow, that's the first from kLu he sees, and quite possibly going for the red and orange right there. Anyway, to finish blue's base, the stone behind the walls there, that's pretty nice, and another hunt right outside his gates, together with a relic. So that's between him and his teammate Green, Dynamutter, so it's pretty much safe together with the gold as well. So far, pretty decent position for all reds. And this goal is more or less fine as well, can be easily protected because it's between him and his teammate. You can see that Green is already luring crossbow in, not really a hard job for him, so everybody is inside the gates, second boar as well. And he has extra berries there if he needs. Beside his base, he has quite some room there, but it's not really useful. Maybe for some extra TCs when he reaches castle, that could be useful, but otherwise he's just having some two sheep and wolves. So, yeah, better hope these are not wolves in the sheep's gown. And here, nice gold. And yeah, he's the only one from red, it seems, that has this other gold outside the base, but it's not really anything problematic there, so kinda okay. And you can see another lure of a boar, and that's actually a steal. That steal most probably from yellow, and that's a pretty good job right there. Right now, if you look at yellow, where does he have his boars? He only has the hunt here. And yeah, he maybe gathered just one boar. That's why he's going for farm so early. And that other boar is definitely a steal from yellow. So pretty good job. And that's why Rafex went there with his Eagle Scout. So pretty good. So yellow's base is kinda okay. Yeah, you can see stone there at the back. Gold quite safely inside. Gold also outside, same as second stone. So that will be a bit contentious placement between him and Green. And well, this gold is kind of far away. Well, far away. farther away, but still, if he makes a decent castle, even behind his walls, it could be covered quite nicely. And if he goes for castle like about there, he could cover both of these, and that would really give him quite decent gold stockpile. Moving on to the pocket from kLu, that's Quran, which is Persian. Save gold, nice stone as well. Otherwise, second stone, quite nice stones nicely as well. And well, second gold, do I see it right? Yeah, only here. This is probably his second gold, that's outside of his base, and between him and his teammate. It's kinda unfortunate for him, and this makes me think that this gold is maybe his, so yeah, it's kinda unfortunate. You can see a little bit skirmish here, where he was trying to delete the wall and actually use the Willy to gather those tiers inside his base. Yeah, right now he's just trying to make sure that the scout doesn't run away, but you can see that there are already two scouts from Grey together with Green, doing all kinds of problems here. So that's Grey Scout gone. Red Scout, well, doesn't really have to be, because right now Red is being careful here to take his scout down using the TC, but still, he'll be getting out if he just micros this quite well. But will he? Well, this really takes all the attention from Green right now. And, well, going to see if it was really worth it. Right now, I'm not really sure, because Reds just lost two scouts basically to just one from kLu, so yeah, that's it. And the last one to have a look at right now is Orange, who is advancing into Feudal Age together with pretty much everyone, yeah, all six, but Orange will be the first one. And he's already gathering a lot of stone, so he will probably be going for, well, he is Spanish, so maybe a faster caster drop, maybe an aggressive one, so that's going to be quite interesting to see what he plays. Nice gold, quite a lot of it. Another gold outside of his base, ×2, together with stone and relics. Yep, that's pretty sweet for him. If he goes for early monastery, he could gather just 3 and be very happy with his gold income for Conquistadors. Anyway, right now you can see that the Green has kinda given up on attempting to kill the scout, and he's just now scouting inside the Red's base to see what's happening, gauge what strategy Red is playing. Probably the best thing he can do right now, because he's not getting away anytime soon. And it's not like with this one scout, he can actually do something reasonable against the Willies there. So all he can do is just run around. Anyway, Red is right now using his scout to go for some offensive scouting, so let's switch into Kuran's point of view and have a look what he's seeing. Not much, and if he runs into some scout himself, he will be promptly dead. But so far, he seems to be having quite a decent field of view and can do what he wants. Nicely placed palisade wall to cover the wolf, even opponents are coming nearby. That's placed by Orange, yes, by Santeria, so it's pretty nice, and here as well, so that's pretty good job by him. Right now, yeah, already clicking into Castle Age, so that's going to be a fast castle drop, and he's already gathering quite a lot of stone, so let's switch into him, and 540, yep, that's going to be a very fast castle. And will he drop it near the gold, or will it be more defensive? Well, I guess we'll see soon enough. And who else? Well, pretty much everybody is advancing to Castle Age. Yep, 6 players, all 6 players going in. Santeria going for Horse Collar. So he's definitely going for a decent echo. And how's he looking for other guys? Red is not getting all that much stone. For yellow, yeah, he's getting quite a lot of it as well, and he is the Mayan, so there's going to be a lot of blooms quite early as well. Looking at the green, in gold nicely, and gathering stone. No, he's not. So he's not interested in castle, and also looking for blue. Also gathering a lot of stone, and gray, the last one to have a look at, also seems to be going for a lot of stone. So let's see if it's ready for a castle drop, or we are just going to see a lot of town centers, like 3 or 4 extras. Maybe 3 would be kinda enough for TC boom, but let's see. Yeah, that's a castle drop, and it's a defensive one. Right, hugging the wall and protecting the gold. That's what's happening with orange. And who else is in castle right now? Red. Well, he wasn't gathering stone, so he shouldn't be going for it. Yeah, he's going for town center boom. And that's kinda understandable as a Persian, and well, so far I'm not really thinking that anybody is slinging. Maybe just King Proxia. Let's switch into, for example, Dynamuter. He's the Teuton, so he would probably be the receiving end of some sling if that was happening. And at the same time you can see that blue is sending Willies into green's base, so he's kinda preparing for a double at this point it seems. Is yellow preparing for it? Well, he's booming. Second, third TC. And he might find himself in trouble. Yeah, because you can see that Mayan from red is building castle here. Whereas yellow is doing just town centers and boom. So maybe he will be slinging a bit. I'm not really sure. He wasn't earlier, I think, when I was switching to Santeria. I didn't see anything, but still, this is kind of proving into a pretty hard double. And right now, Red is not committing anywhere. So he will probably have to do so quite soon. He survive. Hey guys, just saying we should go for 40Cs and such. Right now, let's switch into Santeria to see how many Conquistadors he is building. Yeah, second, third, and yep, he's going for Monastery, already having 1 relic in, and he has 3 extras here. So he will be 4 relic guy. Well, that's a lot. And if he could actually get the 5th, that's right there, but not really get it. Does he see it? Yeah, he knows about it, so he maybe, just maybe, will go for adventure there and try to steal it from their opponents. 5 relics would be quite something. That would be a very decent gold trickle for him and would help quite decently. But now you can see that King Proxia, as the Spanish from red, will be playing more or less 1v1 with the orange Spanish from kLu, it seems. And he's also having a castle, but right now he's not really adventurous, even though they're having a similar amount of conquistadors. And is he going for, yeah, second TC? Oh, already third, sorry. And orange already had second as well, and does he? No, he doesn't have 30 yet, so he's content with 2 and building a bit more army it seems. And well, right now you can see that Grey is already coming out of this base, but I want to look at the bottom where the double is brewing, and you can see that yellow is trying to see what his opponent is doing, so he's building a lot of houses to be aware of everything. Blue is having quite nice line of sight, and blues are already there. So that means that this really is dead, even though he didn't really need the blooms. And, well, yeah, castle is finally coming up, so he will be reasonably safe for the time being at least. But not for long, because green is helping him right there with the stable. That's going to be second opponent to deal with for yellow. And yeah, red will soon have to help him. For TCs, as he was saying, so he's definitely going for a pretty brutal boom. See if it will pay off for him. Right now you can see that orange is trying to attack, but so far he's just losing units needlessly to the castle. He was trying to build a siege workshop, but was kinda too forward. Was under castle fire, I think. So he's just switching to the left with those 2 willies, and he will try to protect this. Yeah, patrolling the guys here. And waiting with the priest to convert some of the conquistadors from his enemy. But right now, yes, Grey has 9 conquistadors, whereas Orange has just 5. And a bit of petard, so right now he will be found out, even though this is finished, but still the forces are not enough. And right now Orange has to retreat because he's not really doing well enough right now. Send in some new units. Well, he is. but he really needs to wait here. Veteran rounds already being prepared, and he wants to go through quite fast, and he will be interested in petarding through, it seems. Workshop also coming up. And yeah, he will be aiming to go through very soon. Haha, but Grey playing quite smartly, building second wave of walls. It should protect him very decently, even though he's giving up stone. Does he have the second behind his base somewhere? No, he doesn't. And that's a problem, because if he doesn't defend his stone, and Orange applies enough pressure, it's not really going to be nice. Switching at the bottom, you can see that Blue has been able to go through. Yeah, this is just some petards doing their job. And offensive castle has been dropped by Blue. Well. Right now Yellow is under fire, and he has a problem because right now he doesn't really have a safe gold. And if Blue does a decent job of microing his blooms, he can actually pick off those willies, I think. That would be pretty bad. Finally, someone advancing to Imperial. That's Kuran. And Yellow, where are you going? For a town center here to expand your echo. Aha! Aha, you can see that Green already got some knights into raiding. That's why Yellow army is not at the forefront. It's just here because it's trying to catch those knights. Quite successfully right now, but still quite some damage was done, it seems, and Yellow is really under pressure and he will need extra help. You can see that Blue is trying to go from the other side, you would need some petards, but still, pretty decent job. He will pick up some of the willies. Yeah, good job. And what's happening at the top? Alright, it seems like Orange has given up on a Grey, seeing the double wall there. Really, he's giving up this offense, and he's switching to Blue to actually ease the pressure on Yellow teammate. That's a pretty good plan and good idea. Well, now this castle won't be coming up, at least it shouldn't. Right now you can see that Orange has a pretty decent army. Yeah, Blue did the right thing deleting it because that was not coming up. And right now you can see that Grey has to come out of his shell and help defend. But that's quite a lot of siege rams, or rather, not siege rams, just veteran rams. Still, this is not good enough, but this can be killed by the release, so probably the best idea would be to direct those siege rams, not siege rams, veteran rams, remember that, through castle to deal at least some damage. Yeah, this won't be really coming down all that easily. Blue is coming home, which means end of Orange attack. Even though he has pretty decent forward base here, it's not like he can do anything against double army. So will the release take it down in time? Actually, no, they didn't. Okay, so here I thought that that was a fully task, and it actually wasn't. So that's TC down. But castle up. So I think Orange will be pretty content with the results of his action, because he has drawn attention of both Grey and Blue, releasing the attack pressure on Yellow. Has some time to recuperate, but not really all that much, because Green is right now raiding in with some of the knights, and he will be going right there inside the echo. Because, as you can see, Yellow is not really protected enough, and he should really think about building some wall between this university and the market, possibly. Protect this release a bit more. Yeah, right now though, he's just losing release. That's 2, wow, 4 willies dead. Pretty decent rate. Very decent rate indeed. And, well, who is right now in Imperial? Just Kuran, and soon will be King Proxia and Santeria. Okay, so King Proxia could be one to actually supply some trebuchets on the left front, which is what is needed there. I think the most, because they have the military presence, the nice castle there, units from Green, and all they need is really some siege to take care of this castle and on this town center. And once that happens, that could be a pretty tough situation for Yellow right now. The situation at the top is contained quite neatly for Red, so the attack from Santeria has been stopped, and right now he has to rethink his strategy. You can see that Grey has switched the momentum, and from defending he has gone into an attack, and is right now trying to find some willies, or maybe join his teammates at the left, but no, right now it seems that he's just patrolling between himself and Orange, trying to find if Orange is switching some strategy or doing something else interesting that he should be knowing about. So what's going on with Red, who has been doing so far nothing. So he's deciding if he's maybe being slinged by the Persian. I'm not really thinking that he is, but Red right now, quite a decent echo from those 4 town centers. And right now he is trying to build this army and going for Cavaliers. Okay. But is he somewhere right now? Well, building a castle outside of his base to cover the gold. Yeah, he really needs to because he has just this one inside his base. And yeah, he definitely needs extra gold if he is to do anything. He already has some army up. Yeah, that's a bit of Cavaliers. And does Orange have some support? Switching to Santeria right now. He has 2 battering rams. Tiny siege workshop, and we have some conquistadors. Yeah, 5 conquistadors. So maybe some attack could be here going on by the duo of Red and Orange. So right now there's something happening. I'm just going to check if someone dropped or it is just some pause. It seems like it's just a pause. So we should be joining the game quite soon as well. And just disappeared. And right now it seems like players are coming out. So not really sure, or they were maybe just joining the lobby. Anyway, as you can see, the game is continuing. And right now Grey is amassing quite a decent army. He has already Mangonel here, quite some nice knights, and together with it conquistadors. So he might be able to defend both Red and Orange at the same time. He needs to, so it's pretty decent. At the middle, you can see that the Reds are trying to build some forward bases. At least Green is trying to do so. It has been protected by Blue. And they will maybe try to push through the middle, because they may be just is kLu aware of this? Not really. Switching into, for example, Green, that's Dynamotor. He also doesn't know about his opponents at the front, so yeah, he's not really aware of it. But still, they are trying to push through the middle, and they maybe want to know what to do. So that seems like someone wanted to save but didn't. I'm not exactly sure. But anyway, it seems that it's a drop anyway. And at the end, all you can do right now is just go out of the game. So yeah, let's have a quick look at the achievements right now at this point of the game. Run, yeah, he was doing the best there from kLu, but that's kind of understandable. He was going for a heavy boom. Last is Imperial. Yep. Already 1500 gold from the 4 relics, so that's pretty nice bonus for Santeria there. Anyway. And we're back. So let's see how things are going, where we left them. Okay, so we left it a bit earlier, and you can see that there are already some paladins from Red, and that could really turn the battle around, because you can see he's joined by everyone. Okay, so that's a triple right there, and that's a pretty decent strategy, because they know that on the left they are pretty much safe, as Yellow has quite a decent defensible position, and they have literally 0 siege there, right? So they don't really need to worry about it. And right now, Blue took the chance and got all their armies at the middle. And well, that's a lot of knights. Let's switch into Green, because I want to see how he's looking. He's preparing for Cavaliers, but yeah, he's really taking the battle too soon. He should retreat and wait for his Cavalier upgrades to really come through. Because otherwise he's just losing all of units. Fighting Knights against Paladins is not really great, especially when there's a covering fire from Conquistadors and Plumes. And that was a bit mishandled by Red. Well, they better hope that he doesn't cost them the game, because right now Red has lost pretty much most of his army. But here's the Great Cavalry coming in to save the day, and right now it's cool that they have to retreat, and they have to retreat decisively. Yeah, those cities were here building the siege workshop and possibly hoping for some castle drop. Right now just siege workshop, but they're not really in a position to defend this all that well, I think. Right now the green already has cavaliers as well. Those paladins won't be all that much of an advantage. And yeah, right now you can see that everybody's concentrating in the middle. Nobody's really doing anything else. Except a bit of green blobs that are trying to raid the villas of yellow. That's a pretty decent job. But otherwise nothing is happening here. And it seems like yellow is trying to take the battle into the green's base. And that's very decent play. It's very decent play indeed, and very nice idea. So we might be seeing some battering rams here quite soon, disrupting what green is doing. At the top though, blue was trying to build the wall here, and he might just succeed, but didn't one really there. That was kinda daring against all those paladins, and paladins are really proving the power here. But blue is already accommodating and building some halberdiers to take those paladins down in force. Grey is joining the battle as soon as he can from the back, but he's not really having any support there, and he better hope that he can dish out enough damage to actually protect his teammate blue, who is right now being pretty heavily raided by those paladins, and if they could possibly go to the left, they will be having quite some decent time of raiding, but right now they are caught in the crossfire of those TCs and Gasos being killed, and Plumes are waiting just under the TC to kill anything that comes through. Right now it kinda seems that everything that is holding the front together for blue are these Conquistadors, but the numbers of Cavaliers are really coming up from red. Yeah, orange really has to rethink his position, and he should really retreat at least a bit. And they should be joined by some halberdiers or pikemen or some such to help in the efforts against all those horses. In the meantime though, all Red is right now doing is just going for the economy, sending all his paladins right inside Blue's base, trying to kill as many villies as he can find, but he's not really microing his units all that well. He's losing quite a lot of them, just 2 units, kinda needlessly. And does he know about these gold villies? Have a look if he knows. Well, he should know. He should know. It's kinda curious that he's not really going for that, and instead he's just fighting against units, kinda needlessly. All he could do is just run like 10 paladins, and all those villies would be kinda dead. You can see that, oh wow, the unit spam is real right now. The unit spam is real, and not even all those horses can really help Red right now, because this push is pretty strong, and Orange is right now doing a ton of work for Blues, really handling this forward base and the hole inside Blue's base. And he's really covering it quite nicely through all his Conquistadors, and right now even the halberdiers taking care of all the horses. But come on, you need to send the halberdiers into horses, and not just stand there as a guard. If he did that, it would be a whole another battle right there. Also to give me some upgrades. Well, +4/+4, it's kinda decent. +1, yeah, he's not having attacking upgrades. Grey's not having attacking upgrades, while Red has. Red is right now pretty decent in attack. And well, can Blue actually defend this? Reaching into Santeria. to have a look at how many conquistadors he actually has, and he has quite a lot of them, quite a decent army altogether. So right now he's kind of able to push through by himself. You can see that he's already building forward barracks, so that he doesn't have a whole lot of miles to go with his military units, and well, he's doing quite a decent job, and I wouldn't be surprised if he would be interested in some forward castle. A bit of stone from his opponents, and no, from his teammates, and it would really suit him nicely to build the castle right there. In the middle, you can see that everybody is just sending units into the battlefield there, and GGs are being called. And Dynamo resigned, and Reds recognized that this battle is lost, and even though they did a pretty decent job, they lost it, and it's also because Yellow was doing quite a decent job at the bottom. Yeah, a bit earlier we saw that he was building military buildings, and since Blue was kinda engaged at the top and Green the same, he really didn't have any army whatsoever to defend against the onslaught from the bottom, and Yellow just steamrolled him, and yeah, there was nothing he could do about it because he was engaged at the top and they were losing there as well. So pretty good job from kLu. Pretty good job from kLu, and it didn't take long after the save to actually finish the game. So let's look at the achievements. And total score, Sunin won in the end as the Mayan. It's lost Rafek's best unit skill for Kuran. Yeah, that's kind of understandable. That was from all those paladins coming into the village, most probably. Dynamo was doing pretty well as a green player. Quite a lot of food, together with wood. Not bad at all. So the game was pretty even, and the early push from Reds was pretty strong, and just was missing a bit of siege there, I think. If they had the siege and enough army to kill Sunin, then it would have been a bit different game, but they just gave Kuran the time as a Persian to boom out of control, and then he just steamrolled his opponents together with Santeria. So, good job right there.